Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another jewel toned tutorial. I did one a couple videos ago where I did emerald, and this one I'm doing more of a Valentine's Day version with amethyst. So I did a nice highlighted center lid and some smoky elements with pink and purple. So to achieve this look, the first thing I did was apply NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. So it's a really creamy white pencil that's kind of an eyeshadow base, if you will. So I'm applying that focused mostly on the center lid and kind of blending that out, and that's going to allow the pigments to really stand out on my eyelids. So taking Glistening Garnet, I'm using my finger and just kind of mapping out the colors as of now. It doesn't have to be crazy precise or anything like that, but I'm just doing my outer and inner corner right now with this shade. So it's kind of a pretty metallic magenta color, which is totally awesome. I'm obsessed with this color. And then I am taking Iced Latte, which is like the most metallic highlight I've ever used in my life, and I'm going to put that on the center of my lid. So that's going to kind of give that highlighted effect. And just kind of lightly blending it out. Then with a pencil brush, and a fair amount of product on it actually, I am going to begin mapping out my shape of my eye. So I'm doing a slight winged tutorial here, kind of building up that pigment and going from my outer corner and connecting it through my crease to the inner corner. So this is kind of going to give a little bit of cohesion rather than having like 3 stripes of color. And also it'll give a little bit of definition to my eye as well. So just kind of building up that pigment, I'm spending a little bit of time here kind of making sure that my crease is the shape that I want it to be. So I'm pretty much following my bone structure. I'm not really going outside of that. So that's an easy way to like map out your shadow if you're looking for that. So that's kind of how it should look as of now. And then I'm just going to go in and kind of re-highlight the center eyelid. Once I was blending it out and kind of making my shape all perfect, I kind of lost some of that highlight. So now I am going in with a matte black eyeshadow, using a fairly light hand on this. But basically what that's going to do is instead of having like a smoky element, it actually creates a really pretty like true violet shade. It has something to do with the way that it mixes with that garnet. It's perfect. It's a really true jewel toned look. So focusing mostly on the outer corner and then slowly blending it into the crease. And then to kind of remove any harsh lines, I'm using a fluffy brush with a matte like taupe mushroomy color. I'm using Tease from the Naked 2 palette. And just kind of slowly bringing that up toward the brow bone, but leaving a little bit of space so I still have a bit of a highlight there. And then quick, with my eyeliner, I can never do it in frame. And then this is Midnight Cowboy by Urban Decay, and it's just a slight glitter to it. So I'm patting that onto the center of my eyelid for a bit of like a festive look if you're doing like a Valentine's Day tutorial. Totally fine to skip it though. It would still look good without it. And then just kind of going back and redefining my outer corner and crease with that black. Still, again, using a light hand. I don't want it to look black. I just want to make sure that I have a bit of definition throughout my eye. And then just taking whatever's left on the brush, putting that on my lower lash line, and then adding in a little bit of that original pigment to kind of brighten it up a little bit. So I added some lashes, and this is the final look, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I think it's perfect for Valentine's Day or just like, I don't know, kind of a fun occasion. So check back on Friday for a new video, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.